What's up, everyone? I am Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another weekly wrap-up. This is number 29. As I'm trying to make sure that everything's running fine, it looks like it is. So, guys, same old on this part. We're going to talk about what we did this week, and we're going to go through all that fun stuff. And then we're going to open it up to you, the viewers, through several chats and stuff like that. We're going to put the link out there for you guys and invite you in. I have an idea of what we're going to talk about after I get through this. So let's get through the business side of this. First off, guys, if you haven't already, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know when we're coming out with new stuff. Take a look at all the links in the description. I can't talk today, but all the links down in the description, the Streamlabs link, this PayPal link, all that stuff. We have a great GoFundMe down there for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I wish you guys would look at that. And with that said, guys, smash that like button. Okay, so this week we did several videos. Kind of jumped around the board this week. We've been doing a lot of music reviews lately, so I kind of wanted to break out of that this week. So on Monday, what we did is we did a retro reactions to Conan the Barbarian. And the original one from like 1982, I believe. And if you have never seen this movie, go watch it. It's like early Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. The awesome nature. See, there you go. I'm just now talking about that. YouTube isn't, the whole like notification thing is all off, people. I don't know. It seems really messed up. The Austinator. There you go. Guys, it's good to see you guys. But on Monday we did retro reactions to Conan the Barbarian. Good movie. Like I said, if you haven't ever seen it, it's actually kind of interesting. Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't know how to act quite that well yet, but he didn't really have to in that. He's a big, burly, kill everything in sight type of guy, and that's basically the type of movie it is. On Tuesday, we did Queen and Adam Lambert, Love Kills live music review. Love Kills is a song, Metropolis remastered version, or I guess remastered is the best way to put it. Remastered because in 1984, I believe, they basically redid all the 35 millimeter film, or the film that they had for it, and then Queen added to the soundtrack. Well, Freddie Mercury wrote this song, Love Kills, for that soundtrack, and it was kind of a disco one. This one, Queen does it with the Adam Lambert. They don't get a lot of chance to do the old Freddie Mercury stuff that was never done live. So I think Adam Lambert does really well with that. So go check that out. And then do check out the 1984 make or remaster of Metropolis. It's really interesting with the music, soundtrack, and everything involved in it. It is a silent 1920. Ooh, wow. I don't know, 1929 or something like that. It's really a long time ago now. Almost 100 years. That's crazy. I'm doing well, Rosetta. Thank you for asking. Orange, good to see you. OHR, as I like to type it whenever I'm typing in the chat. But if you haven't seen Metropolis, go check that out. It's really cool what they did with it in '84. And what's funny is it's almost something you could redo now, clean up the music that they put into it then, and I would imagine it'd be really kick-ass now. On Wednesday, we did two videos. The first one was a remastered first look at the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered, coming out on September 4th. I'm a big video game guy, and Tony Hawk was like a game that I love to play. I remember my now 18-year-old on my lap when he was like just a baby and playing that game. And It was one of the first games I remember him playing, and he couldn't play all that well, but he'd sit there and he'd make the skater just go around and around and do stuff like that. So that game really has a special place in my heart. I can't wait for that remastered version to come out. It looks really good. I hear the original soundtrack they're going to use. That's really cool stuff. Also on Wednesday, we did another music review on The Warning's Hunter. It's off of this album, I believe, called Queen of the Murder Scene, which is kind of a, I don't know, it's a concept album. It's basically, it tells a story from start to finish, kind of interesting stuff. Think Pink Floyd, The Wall. That's kind of a concept album. It has a very clear track, and it's telling a story about something. That's what Queen of the Murder Scene is. And if you haven't looked at them yet, The Warning, 3 young ladies from Mexico. I think Danny is 20, 21, somewhere around that. Her sister Pau is like 16, and I think Allie is 14. I'm not positive. Don't take my word on that. But they're really an awesome band, so you guys should check them out. And then Thursday, we did Bandmade. Bandmade's a big band over in Japan. I get a lot of requests to do those, so we did Bandmade's Shake That. It was a fan-made music video, so it was just a studio track that I reviewed. Very, very good band. If you haven't checked them out, you can look on my channel. There's quite a bit of the Bandmade stuff and quite a bit of the Warning. So that's what we did. Also, Sunday, I was a part of Jackbox Game Night over on HanStar's channel. So basically do Jackbox games. I think I had Piper there with us. And, we get a lot of people in the chat who play with us also. But Piper, Han, and myself were on the stream. And then I didn't put his picture on the and I didn't put his info down below. I will try to remember to do that. But we went over after that. For me personally, I just was on for one game. But we went over to DJ Odyssey's DJ Odyssey's channel to do game night over there. What's going on, United? Good to see you. Rosetta, $10 super chat. Love you. You're still a doofus. Yes, I know. I've heard that a lot. I don't deny being a doofus or a great geek or a nerd or anything like that. It's okay to be that. If you didn't know, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a geek, I'm a nerd, I'm a doofus, and you'll feel better about yourself. Because we're all like that eventually. So, Rosetta, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. So let's see here. I guess I could open it up to you guys. So you guys know how I do this. I'm going to go and get this link out and I'm going to put it in some of these chat rooms I'm in. If my computer will let me do it. Because you got to remember, I'm currently running on this really great Wi-Fi here of all of about, 5 megabits of speed. Ooh. So if you're in a chat room with me, you will probably see this link. If get that out. Yeah, Rosetta, yeah. I mean, it's not so much the laptop I have as much as it's just the Wi-Fi that I use. It's completely stupid here. But due to the current circumstances and things like that, I don't have much choice. So in order to do these streams when I like to do them and not rush myself when I get home, because when I get home, I got to make dinner. I got to check out, make sure the house hasn't burned down because my kids are there by themselves. All that fun stuff. Yeah, I don't really have time to do these live streams there. So once everything goes back to normal and my work is actually open to the public again, we will probably go back to doing it the way we had been doing it, which was basically, about 4 o'clock, I'd be at home and doing that. Hey, Masia, what's going on? I'm just putting this. I'm putting this link out there for everyone. See if we can get some people in here. And if you are in the back room right now, which I don't know who is or who isn't, if you are, give me just a second because I'm doing this and I don't have it set up to hear it. Yeah, see, of course. I don't know if I should do this or not. I'll think about this, Rosetta. All right, fine. I'll be nice.
You better.
Better. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I turn down my volume here so I don't get too much backup.
What you're saying?
In my mic.
It's all loud.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys.
Lord.
So
He thinks he's entertaining.
Who?
I am entertaining, Rosetta.
I am too.
You just gotta know how to be entertaining.
So Masia says she had a boring week, but apparently might be heading to work soon. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I like it.
I might do this the whole stream.
Oh, Lord.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or I talk like Smog from The Hobbit.
Sorry. I think Rosetta's questioning whether or not she should have come on here or not.
No, I'm questioning whether or not I'll ever let Orange back on mine.
No.
Oh, don't be like that. You know you love me.
It's bad enough my eyes have been active, so I'm wearing alternate glasses, which make me look like a freaking bug-eyed nerd.
You don't look like a bug-eyed nerd. You're rocking those Clark Kents.
Clearly got cabin fever. Joker is funny, yes. Okay, so
no, he's always about this.
Okay, yeah. So what I was thinking about talking about today was, and I don't know, Rosetta, if you're into this or not. I don't know about you either, Orange, but since I did this, I'm trying to kind of break into going into video game stuff too. I'm thinking about doing some live stream coming up, and then I'm gonna hopefully eventually get to reviewing some video games. And I did the first look at the remaster of Tony Hawk, like I said. But I wanted to talk about our favorite video games. I don't know if you guys ever were into it or whatnot.
Long ago.
I have many.
Yeah.
I haven't been a gamer in about 20 years because of life, but
okay.
Same here.
So what
15 more.
What were your games when you would play? What were the big ones you liked to play?
Pretty much any role play game that was turn-based and strategy, especially like Phantasy Star games and those.
Phantasy Star. So Sega. Let's see. A lot of people don't know about Phantasy Star, and you see, I had played both Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy.
I liked Final Fantasy.
Years.
I liked the early ones before they started to go more action and less strategic.
Well, I think like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9.
So when they got really recent, they started doing more of the modern style, which is just run around and kill things.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to go. I think with this remake for Final Fantasy 7, they're trying to go back to that turn base.
The only
actually they got rid of turn base. Sorry.
The only games I've really played in a long time is every so often I'll download one of the free turn-based ones from a Camco and play it on my phone when I'm bored places.
You know,
I like strategic things. I like where I can plot and scheme and demise.
I like that too. I mean, I remember like the original Warcrafts and stuff like that, which
I
were
like Warcraft 2
like,
and the expansion.
I mean, but I'm talking about like original back in like it was kind of like Diablo almost at one time.
Same.
Yeah,
I
see,
also like Diablo too.
I like
and
Diablo.
the expansion.
Yeah, no,
Those
Diablo
were the
1
computer
and 2
games I
were
liked
really
playing.
nice. Diablo 1 and 2 were really cool.
Oh, Diablo! I've got memories of that.
Fond?
My brother decided to try to prank me by doing the freaking butcher's voice behind me in the middle of the night after he'd been playing it for hours.
What was it?
It didn't. The butcher, the one that when you go into the hallway, he's got the whole wall lined in his victims hanging upside down, bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to do that voice behind me. It didn't work out well.
I liked Resident
It didn't
Evil.
scare me, and I got even later. We'll put it that way.
Resident Evil, I liked. I'm not an online player so much. Like certain games, I will play online.
Yeah, I'm not an MMO person.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just think that online. My problem is I'm too much of a control freak as far as how things are done. So when I get 50,000 people in there and all they're doing is running around with their heads cut off, it's like a bunch of little children, and I'm like, no.
I hate group play. I don't want group play. I want control.
There's a couple games out
she is
there
a control freak
that I've thought about playing that you can get like former military people that play it, and they really like to do it like a set, like how you would do it in real life. So there's part of that I like. I wish Activision didn't destroy World of Warcraft. Yeah. I mean, Dance Dance Revolution, Zelda. Now, Messiah D, I want to tell you right now, Messiah, check out my poll in the community tab. I have a poll there that I have 4 games, technically 5, because I put 3 and then third and fourth version of one of them together. But I have a poll on my community tab right now that if you go there and vote, when my Twitter poll ends, I will combine the 2 polls, and then I will have one last one of the top 2, which right now it's for live stream gaming. Right now, I know Breath of the Wild and GTA 5 are the 2 in the lead, I think, last I checked. I have to check my phone because...
God dang it. Sorry about that.
You're all right. Hold on, I gotta check.
I do a good Joker voice, but I also have a Two-Face coin.
Excuse me while I pretend to work for a second.
Mm-hmm. I'll get the chat busy.
I'm still trying to get ready to do my stream in 40 minutes. So hey,
you're not allowed to do
some of my favorite games.
What'd you say, Chris?
Some of my favorite games.
Nothing.
No, you say it again.
Orange, did you hear me say anything?
He's frozen hat there.
No, he isn't.
I'm freezing slightly. That's
no, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I think I did hear the phone ring, so I might freeze.
Something. Just repeat it.
I think what I said was, you can't be streaming when I'm streaming. That's not allowed.
Well, let's see. You're supposed to end it in a little bit here. Mine's supposed to go for several hours.
Well,
and suck it.
What the hell are you cussing on my stream for?
I said suck it.
Oh.
Psych.
I thought I heard an F.
Those are idiots.
Well, I only do have the ear or my headphones in like halfway, so yeah. But yeah, a couple of my favorite games: Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII: Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VIII. I only played a little bit, but I liked what I played. I also like the Metal Gear Solid games, all the way up to 4. Everything past 4 was just weird.
Metal Gear I liked a lot. I still do. I like them all technically. Even the Survive one, in a weird way, I like it, and a lot of people don't like that. But
I mean,
you like a lot of stuff that nobody else likes.
Phantom Pain was interesting, but
Because-
the story,
I was gonna say
the story hurt.
Orange,
Because-
did you really just call something else weird?
Because this guy is
yeah,
awesome.
Tommy put up your poll for you in the chat.
Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. Tommy's awesome.
Haven't
But
seen
yeah,
him around in a while because he's always busy when I'm streaming anymore. But that's because he's in such demand.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I finally might get my Twitter card tonight.
But like the original Metal Gear was really interesting how they did it. I remember, it was a mix between a lot of the different, I think it was a typical like left to right scroller in parts, and it was it had a lot of different stuff to it. And then they did Metal Gear,
Solid.
Solid, that was on PS1.
Yep.
And when they did that, it was like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like when I first saw Grand Theft Auto 3. I was not a big Grand Theft Auto fan, the original ones that were top down.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I saw 3, and the first time somebody told me, "Hey, you should check out Grand Theft Auto 3," I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that of the top down thing." It says, "Oh no, you don't understand. It's totally different now." And I saw that, I was like, "Holy crap!" And then I went back and I had more likability for the original ones. Then I was kind of like, okay, I can actually play these now and kind of be into it. And then
once you grow an appreciation for a game in a series, it does help you gain an appreciation for the ones in that series you may not have liked as much, but now you understand them more because you like the others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I
I have a Metal Gear Solid playlist on my channel, for crying out loud, because the music is also very well.
Oh,
but also, Chris, if you look, or I don't know if you ever seen it, but somebody actually did a cool little fan-made fiction. It's called Last Days in Outer Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically takes from Metal Gear 5, where Ishmael and Ahab, or rather Naked Snake and Venom Snake, are basically talking to each other. And it's such a freaking touching moment, man. It's a great freaking, it's like 4 minutes, and it's awesome.
Yeah, you see, that series gets into that whole it started back, on the NES, but that's not the first one technically. So that's always kind of the way some of this stuff goes. It's like when they go and they move it around like that, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean
that's
Phantom Pain was good. It's just that the story got convoluted and they added stuff that really messed with the actual canon.
Yeah.
But I did like the idea of a lookalike Big Boss, because that's the only way that they could actually explain how Big Boss survived Outer Heaven in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like how Metal Gear Solid 3 connects to Metal Gear Solid 1, and it's like it goes Metal Gear Solid 3, then it goes Phantom Pain, then it goes Metal Gear, then Metal Gear 2, then Metal Gear Solid, then Metal Gear Solid 2, then Metal Gear Solid 4.
Speaking of,
and then if you want to get into the Raiden stuff, it's Revengeance after that, and it's like, ugh.
I'm glad he didn't notice me making fun of him.
Oh, I heard you speaking. I just didn't pay attention.
You wouldn't pay attention if you were trying to, because you can't. You have no attention span.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Later on, you and I are going to have to discuss Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey's serious and unhealthy obsession with cacti. Oh, trust me, it's not for this stream, Chris.
Okay.
But yeah,
Your word for that.
There has been a tormenting rivalry on stream and on Twitter between Orange and Hunky since they were streaming with me in October.
yeah, he really loves to take digs.
They torture each
Mainly
other.
because he knows that my autistic mind has a hard time coming up with witty repartees.
Plus, he's just a bad monkey.
Yeah, that too. But
And
the thing that I loved about
you're-
my favorite games, which is the Metal Gear Solid, by the way. So what?
Dang, I can't use your nickname here.
Yeah, that's right. You can't. Ha ha ha. The
That's
thing
okay.
about my favorite, yeah, the thing about my favorite series, or Metal Gear Solid, the games are my favorite games. I absolutely love those games.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I've been playing games since like the Apple IIc. Oh, Orange, you are breaking up.
And
Frozen hat reviews, because I can't call him the other one right now.
Put it in the private chat. Orange is frozen. He's frozen orange hat.
There's memes connected to it that said it, and me and several other people made too.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, Orange Hat has left the building for a second.
I'm a good girl. Why are you rolling your eyes?
It's all your fault. That's what it is. It's all your fault. Yes. It's
Not my
always
fault. You've got 80s technology.
What are you talking about? This stuff wouldn't have even worked in the 80s. It's over 80s
That's
technology.
what I was commenting on. Orange Hat has 80s technology because none of it works.
Hey, Parrot Head, what's going on? Parrot Head keeps on putting in my comments and stuff. Damn it. One moment. He keeps on putting in my comments and stuff. Beware the Drew.
I have no idea what that means.
Drew Taylor, Supreme Heretic.
What'd he do?
Nothing. He just. There's Orange again.
Hey,
Yeah.
Taylor.
So I didn't mention the live streams I was on this week, or I did say I did say that I had been on Jackbox Game Night, but then I was also on Danny Graham's channel for the Chaotic Conversation with Mad's MamaBear, Terrance, and Shaun Stackhouse. I did a stream on Monday, actually, with Stig Kenobi. If you guys want to go check it out, we did a movie talk on Willow on Monday morning.
My movie.
What was that?
My movie. I always had a thing for Willow.
great.
It was pretty good.
When my nephew was little, he had a crush on Sarah.
I love Willow.
And then, yeah, we can hear you. And then later on Monday,
Who didn't
in the
have a crush on
afternoon,
Sorsha?
By the age of 2,
but later on in Monday, I was on
the TV.
Drew's channel. Hey, I'm talking. Quiet before I mute you.
Silence! I kill you. I mute you.
So now, unlike I got that taken care of. So I was on Drew's channel on Monday. I was on Drew's channel on Monday. We talked some sports and stuff about how sports are going to open back up. I forgot to mention that, but Parrot Head was over there. You done crossing your arms there? Okay.
I will get even.
How you gonna get even?
Will she?
You gonna knock
No,
me
yeah,
out?
place woman.
Whatever. Hey, Bear, what's going on?
Boy, it's really coming down outside.
Is it? What area?
Yeah, we get.
Where are you at?
I'm in the Adirondacks in New York State.
Okay. Yeah, we had quite a bit of rain last night here.
Yeah, we got hammered bad last night.
It's probably what I'm getting.
Oh Lord, it's Sith.
Right.
No, it's not. Oh Lord, it's this Lord.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, JJ?
Not much, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, Orange, how you doing, man?
Boy, before I do my stuff tonight.
Yeah, you always doing something.
And
That's true.
Anymore. Holy shit. Sorry.
You just can't.
I'm
you
hearing
got
an ice cream.
What's going on, Tommy? Good to see you, brother.
Really hard not to.
Why am I hearing an ice cream truck?
Bad here, Chris. I've slipped up and sworn several times on stream with Odin.
There's one riding around outside. Yes.
Oh, it's outside your place. Okay. I was
Yeah.
about to say. Well, go out and get me some ice cream. Dang it.
Well, JJ, we were talking video games.
What kind?
Yeah.
What are you into as far as video games?
Well, right now, I'm me and a friend of mine. We're playing Gears 5 right now. But when I play myself, I play Battlefront 2.
Okay. Yeah, I like Battlefront, but again, that live feature of it, man, I'm just not a big like I was telling them, I'm not a big live gamer because as far as those games, because there's too many people out there that just don't. They're like chickens with their heads cut off. They just run around and.
Well, yeah, because there used to be, I'm gonna use Call of Duty as the example. The first time I ever played Call of Duty was Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare. There was actually, you call them campers. I call it strategic positioning.
Yeah.
Okay, snipers, whatnot. Now and then versions after that, they made it to where that if you sit in one place too long, you get kicked from the game.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm like, bullshit.
Camping,
but now,
yeah.
but now it's like, oh, let's just run around in circles and shoot each other in the face.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's games I play that that like are fairly realistic military type strategic games.
Right.
And those games, you get people on there that, you do sorties, you do all that stuff. You actually plan it out. You decide how you're going to do it. I prefer that because then there's an actual plan. But when you get in there with people like on Fortnite, man, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever play Fortnite.
Screw Fortnite. Screw Fortnite.
I cannot stand Fortnite for multiple reasons.
Well,
let alone the fact that it's a bunch of kids running around that
I'm not a big battle royale fan, but okay, I got it. It's another battle royale, but where does building come into play? I'm sorry, I'm trying to shoot somebody. I'm not trying to build something.
Exactly.
It is stupid. Now, Chris, I added you on Xbox, which don't matter at all because you show offline. But still.
Yeah, because that goes down to my Xbox is always with my kids.
Okay.
I'll go to them and I said, "Can I get the Xbox?" And they're like, "Well, but we're playing." And I'm like, "Oh."
Why are you asking
Fortnite
your kids?
has not been fun since Avengers Endgame.
Thank you.
Because I'm a good dad. I'm a nice dad.
Thank you, Rosetta. Why the hell are you asking your kids?
My turn, move your butts.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm serious about that. I'm like, listen, I bought it. I want to play it. Time to move on.
Yep.
I
mean,
actually,
the thing is with
sometimes I
kids,
get it,
here's the
but
thing.
it's late at night that I do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's
that's
the thing.
fine
When it comes
because
to kids and Xbox, sorry if I may.
no, go
When
ahead.
it comes to kids and Xbox, it's basically, for you, it's a privilege. For me, it's a luxury.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this. I tell my kids a lot about that because I'm like, you just don't understand how life really works, do you? Oh, but
Yeah.
I live with that. I'm hardly ever home though, anyway. So, by the time I get home, I got to do all sorts of stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I've always said if you got to make time for stuff you want to do. I understand, most YouTubers are busy. Most YouTubers get on here and do their thing, but they also have full-time jobs also. Some of them are full-time parents. But if it's something you really want to do, you will find a way to make the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my thought process is on my poll and in the community tab again, guys, if you're watching in the community tab on here, you will see a poll for what game I should start live streaming. I have The Sims 4, Breath of the Wild's on there, GTA 5 is on there, and Forza 3 and 4 because they're basically the same game. It's just different places. But I figured that kind of gives everything except for an actual sports game, which I like sports games, but they're just not worth watching on a live stream, I don't think.
Oh, trust me, my brother John does sports game or sports live streams with Madden.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's also a very, very, very small channel, but his buddy Vinny, also my friend too, Vinny Wolf. He does it, or he does the same thing. Sack to the Future. They do co-op sometimes. They do things like Sack to the Future, where a past team is playing a future team. It's pretty cool. I mean, I go there just to show them support. I really have no interest in sporting games because, well, sport games to me are boring as all heck. I mean, in my opinion, the best sports games were from the original Nintendo.
That's what I do.
Dude, come on.
In general, though, is I find it boring unless I'm actually outside playing them personally.
Yeah.
I hate sports with a passion. As a kid, it was shoved down my throat, literally. So it made me hate it more and more. But as far as sports games go, I agree with you. Man, NFL Blitz, NBA Jam. That breaks the rules of actual sports. You can just run around, act like a fool.
Slaughtering your freaking opponents. Yeah.
I have NBA Jams on Sega CD.
Nice.
Nice.
I had I had Super Nintendo NBA Jam and the other NBA Jam, the one that's better.
The original.
There was the original, and then there was the one that came out after. It was like a special edition.
They got it on Xbox right now, but I haven't tried to play it. Yeah,
I don't got any consoles, so I don't game anymore.
I
don't even got it to beat a game.
I would love to see NFL Blitz remastered.
Oh yes, God yes. Somebody actually, when me and my brothers had friends over, we had master cheats for those games, or master codes where you could make your heads look like Lord Raiden from Mortal Kombat
exactly.
and all sorts of stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
Could you imagine NFL Blitz with like characters like Master Chief or Snake from
yes.
Oh,
dude, can you imagine doing like that?
Hey, Chris,
yeah.
Would you happen to have Forza 6 or 7?
Have what?
Forza 6 or 7?
You mean the motorsport one?
Yeah, not Forza Horizon.
Yeah, I have. I think I have 6 and 7 both, but I had to go check. I don't know for sure
because I do race a little now. I do race because my roommate is like an anal car guy.
Yeah,
and serious.
Oh, I love.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
I love.
That's a cool thing. I'm not laughing at that. It's just the way you said it.
Well, no, it's the truth, man. We could start having a conversation about taking a crap. It will end up being a car conversation.
I see. I love racing games. So Forza Horizon 3 and 4. I have 2. Well, I like the concept of the game that it's actually in a real place and it's things like that. But the first racing game that I was really heavily invested in was Gran Turismo.
Oh, yes.
I have Gran Turismo 1 through 5 or 6. Can't remember.
I remember those.
The sound. Know what my favorite racing game was?
What?
Cruising USA.
Oh
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
no, it's an actual racing because cruising was more arcadey.
Yeah,
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, but you could get it for Super Nintendo or N64. I think it was.
Turismo was like the dawn, and I think that's basically what Forza was derived from.
Yes, and I loved the fact that it got you to know cars. I mean, you could adjust your toe, your camber of your wheels. You could adjust your gear ratios. You could adjust your shift time. You could adjust a ton of stuff on there. I mean, and it was just so in depth that, you know, if you couldn't afford to buy a new part or something like that to make your car faster, you could actually figure out how to get more out of it by tweaking,
by
things.
tuning it. Yes, yeah.
And it was really cool that all those things that they did. And they had, you know, and then one of the best things I wish that like Forza and a few others would kind of go to, and I don't know, I haven't played motorsports in a while. I don't think they have it though. But the coolest thing about Turismo I liked was it made you go through license stages. You had to show that you could perform certain maneuvers before you could go to certain tracks.
Yep.
So it you know, in the first one, it was just, you know, yes.
I have to jet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
While you're here, why don't you tell everybody what your channel is and what are you doing here in just a little bit? Go ahead and tell them.
All right. It's just Rosetta Allen. If you search on YouTube, you find it very easily, or Tommy will drop it, I'm sure. I do a lot of nature stuff and crazy stuff and just panels and artwork in general. I'm tonight going to be promoting a bunch of different indie comics people, so that has to start soonish, so I have to go start getting set up.
But more crazy stuff than anything.
Just crazy in general. Not kid appropriate. I have a mouth like a sailor.
Bye.
Yeah, worse.
Yes.
Love you all.
Take care, Rosetta.
Chris,
You
know I love you boys.
Later.
But yeah, so Gran Turismo really got me into that. And again, that was like right around the time, military time, you know, when I just didn't have anything else to do really at times. You'd just be sitting there and you play it for hours. The other game that I was really big into back then was The Sims.
See, I never could get into The Sims.
Well, you see, you got to have a really good imagination to do The Sims, because I literally took it as what I think the original, it's a people simulator. So you're supposed to be God. I mean, that's basically what you're supposed to be, is you're supposed to be God and you control all these beings.
This is the way I look at it about The Sims. Okay, why play a game about being a person? Because if you can't get laid in real life, what makes you think you can get laid in a game?
Some people are more. Here's the thing: some people are better at it in the game than they are in real life. That's what's sad.
Yeah, but they try to take things they do in the game and bring it to real life, and that don't work.
No. Well,
yeah, art imitating life, imitating art is just not good.
See, but you lack the vision that I had, like such as I can't remember if it was on the original one or on 2. I
do wear glasses.
Yeah, well, no, not like that vision. I'm just saying, vision.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm screwing with you.
Yeah, I know. I actually made Charles Manson one time, and he would bring them into his house and lock them into a metal room until people died. I had no other. I was just getting bored with the game, so I got really crazy with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it comes out. Chris is officially crazy.
Yeah, he kind of went serial killer in a Sims game.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
which should I
dude.
do? Listen, Stephen King once said that if he didn't write about the things that were in his head, he probably would be a serial killer. So I guess it's better that I put it in a game and didn't start going out in real life and doing it.
Yeah, but we all know that Stephen King is already legitimately crazy.
Well,
I mean,
I never
that
said I
dude
wasn't
seriously
crazy.
is twisted. And I'm not talking about his Twitter resume either. I'm talking about the stuff he writes is seriously twisted.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a movie channel, right? Let's talk about the fact that if he was to write the book It today, it would never be published.
No, it wouldn't. There's a lot of stuff that he wrote about that wouldn't be published today.
I mean, people actually.
Well, think about what was it? The Tommy Knockers, the mom and the son were into each other. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, some of the stuff that comes out of his brain, it's like, well then, okay.
Like I said, It with the sewer scene at the end of the book, disturbing to all hell.
JJ, you mentioned Battlefront 2.
Yeah, hang on a second. Hey, Orange, I'm about to DM you a picture. Just look at it at your convenience. It's my new toy.
Mm-hmm.
So
every time I hear the word toy, I get a shiver up my spine.
I'm talking about my
because
I'm talking about my PC, Chris.
I know. Let me check.
Go ahead, Chris. What about it?
I was just gonna say, so overall, what's your take on the game? A lot of people didn't like the game when it first came out because when Battlefront the remake came out,
the original remake, well, as far as next gen, I love that Battlefront. There was still more they could have done with it.
They did a lot of add-ons. I mean, it was like all add-ons, buy this, buy that, blah, blah, blah. And then they said they were going to fix it. And I remember when I bought Battlefront 2, they said, no more add-ons. That it's going to have everything open in the game. And
there was still DLC for it, but because of the loot box scandal that was going on, EA pulled all of it out. They made all their loot boxes gone.
Yep.
And every bit of DLC up until last year is free.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they released Battlefront 2, I think the Celebration Edition, right before the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And you had to pay for that.
Okay.
Or go buy the actual game itself, the Celebration Edition.
Yeah.
There's a lot more they could have added to it. There's a lot more they could have done with it. They just added Scarif as a map.
Yeah.
From Rogue One. And a few skins. And that's the last update. That's the last DLC or anything like that they're going to do. Other than technical updates like bug fixes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters that they left out that really should have been in there. But overall, the game, I like it. There's several game types in there that I don't care for because I'm not really a mission-based person. I like just to run and gun and shoot things. Last year, they added a co-op mode in it. So you and 3 other friends or 3 other people, instead of fighting one another, you get to fight the computer. And it seems to be a very easy way to level up your characters.
Huh. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I saw that picture, Seth. Great picture. Love it.
Thank you.
Looks awesome.
Thank you.
I might have to jump in and play with you sometime on that.
Oh yeah, I would love to have the company because I can't get none of my actual friends to play it with me. I'm always by myself.
Yeah. I like the game. I like the I don't mind. See, I'm a mission guy. I like the story mode stuff.
See, that was the plus because the first Battlefront, that right there, man. I'm gonna tell you what. If they'd have put a story mode in it, like a campaign mode in it, I would have loved it even more. And the fact they did it with this one, I love the storyline. I love where it goes.
That's the thing. Me?
What was that now?
Uh-oh, he froze.
Uh-oh. But yeah, I really think that the story mode helped out too. I love the look of it. I mean, I think the look was great. I think that I know a lot of people were not happy about it. I played the originals. I still think the originals have a lot over the new ones, but when you add those graphics to it, man. Yep.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I wish they would, because there's a game mode in there. It's called Starfighter Assault.
Yeah,
I love flying. Ace Combat 7. I love flying.
Mm-hmm.
It's I wish they would remaster or remake for console, because they do have some PC games that they have brought over to console, and that's part of the X-Wing series.
Yeah.
I would love for that to come to a console.
Like the Rogue
Squadron, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, X-Wing Alliance. They're all great games, and even with a newer PC, playing them look better now than they did then, even though it's the same graphics. Because everything runs smoother, it does what it's supposed to. Instead of rewinding a little bit. With my PCs through the years, I've always had to settle. And my PCs could never run the game wide open. Now, this thing here is a beast. It handles everything I throw at it perfectly. And I've played some of those older games, and they're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Xbox, man, I'm gonna tell you what. Just that one game. I played a lot of different games, a lot of gorgeous games, visually, graphically. I love Battlefront 1 and 2, just because of the look.
Yeah.
All right. Forza, the look. Halo, the look. They're gorgeous, man. Still waiting for that time that there's a couple of indie games right now in the store. I saw it the other day. It's physical movie, but it's like a choose your own adventure type thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And a friend of me told me last night there's a movie on Netflix right now that's the same way. It's interactive.
Huh. See, I like that. What I really would love to see, and much like what you're just saying with the Star Wars games, I would love to go back. And I mean, I'm talking like way back on like Commodore, the Commodores and the Atari ones, like the original Star Wars games. I would love somebody to go back. And unfortunately, we're talking Disney here, but I would love for them to go back and remaster those games for current consoles.
Well, they completely shut down LucasArts.
Yes, I know, but they
they
still
got
have the rights to it.
You got EA, you got whoever it was that did Titanfall, Respawn. Yeah. Respawn right now, they put an ad out. They're in the process of making another Star Wars game. What is it called? What it's about, what it's going to be, nobody knows. All that's been known now is that they put applications out for programmers, graphic artists, stuff like that, because they're designing a new game. Now, what it's going to be, who knows? I hope it's Battlefront 3. That would be awesome if they did it right. Look at the mistakes that were made. Battlefront 2 didn't receive that great a response in the beginning because EA was pushing to throw this game out. Yeah.
You see, the whole loot box gaming thing, like Fortnite, my kid's really big into Fortnite and always wanting to buy the skins and stuff. It's like, can we just get away from that? I mean, if I want to buy, okay, so Forza, for instance, I think Forza does it the right way. They sell packs of like, you know, tons of cars, and you can buy that pack. That makes sense to me, I guess.
Right, but some of those cars, not all of them, some of them, you can unlock just by running through the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody wants to pay to win.
Well, yeah, see, I'm not like that.
And I ain't about all that.
No.
Now, I've spent thousands of dollars in gaming equipment, games, DLC, you know, stuff like that, just because I'm a gamer. That's what you do. You know, you buy the season pass or you buy the map packs or whatnot. But I believe that make the game great, make it to where you can get this stuff, but you got to earn it, not pay for it. Play the game, do the game, do great in multiplayer, do whatever, but you got to earn it.
Yeah.
Paying for it, that's just another cash grab.
He said that's the thing. I think a lot of people are getting pissed off spending $60 on a game just to have every 5 minutes having to, you know, and just to even compete. Like if you are an online gamer and you don't pay for some of that stuff, you're going to get decimated, and the game is no longer fun. It's like, why do I have to pay? I paid $60 for this game. Why am I still having to pay for it just to enjoy it?
Right. You go look at my profile on Xbox.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna tell everybody now just the way I put it in there, but not exactly. I've been a gamer long before gaming was even considered cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm here because I'm here to have fun, not because this shit means something. You know, it's a game, man. It's a game. Get over it. Oh, you did this, you did that. It's a game, man. Get over it. You're supposed to have fun.
Thing is, if I was to get a game or a system and all that stuff, I wouldn't be shelling out money every 5 seconds because I wouldn't be into the multiplayer aspect. Like I said, I'm a strict campaigner.
Yeah, well, you see, even in campaign, I mean, I do that. But, yeah, I mean, maybe that's the thing. I don't have to. Forza is the only thing that I've ever thought about doing that, because I know some of them, it's just strictly through that. But I haven't done it, so I do buy the extra levels and stuff like that. I think buying extra maps and stuff is worth it.
Yeah.
It just depends. So
it's but I'm not a hardcore gamer like that. Like, you know, I play just to release stress. I play to, you know, just in my situation, just to have something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about the competition. I'm not about, don't get me wrong, I am competitive, mm-hmm. but it don't mean nothing to me. It's not important to me. Oh my God, we kicked their ass. Oh, big deal. We had a great game. All right, cool. Let's play another one. You know, it ain't, it's just, oh man, it's just aggravating sometimes. No, let me rephrase. It's aggravating a lot.
Yep.
It's, you know, but what can you do? You know, they say, oh, it's a kid's game. Well, I'm sorry. No, it's not. In the beginning, it was. But the kids have now grown up.
Yeah.
Now their kids are gamers. You know, it comes from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of the best. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One of the best Star Wars multiplayer games that was an online game, in my opinion. My brother Matt was a freaking master at this game. When we went down to Florida to Epcot Center and whatnot, he was teaching people how to play that game because it was free to play at Epcot Center. It was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. And he was teaching, he had a group of people of like 40 people. He was just kicking.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm gonna
On that game. I almost swore.
Hey, Orange, you're roboting.
So I stopped myself. Oh, okay. Say what?
You're roboting. You're breaking up.
No, dang it. Am I?
You sound clear now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. He had like 50 people out there around him. And my dad tells me to go get him and tell him that it's time to go because it was getting near to closing time. And I'm like, Matt, Dad says it's time to go. He's like, one minute. Matt, they're closing. I don't care. Shut up. Go tell Dad to shut up. I'm like,
wow.
All right. Yeah, my brother Matt was a bit of a he had middle child syndrome.
Okay,
But,
guys.
Yeah.
I have to get off of here. I got another emergency that came up, so
It's all
part
right.
of the problem doing the work thing.
Well, I figure you'd be off by now, or almost close to being off.
Nope. Still here. I'll be here until we reopen. I'm not off or anything. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. Everybody watching out there, thank you very much. Make sure you check those links down below if you can. Consider donating to the PayPal link or the Streamlabs link. Either one, it's fine. And check out our Teespring page, all that fun stuff. Tommy, thank you very much for modding as usual. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Everybody say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute, and you can also send us an email at Shaun@ShaunStackhouseReacts.com and chrisknight@TheRealReview3000.com. And be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.
All right, Chris. Go get your work done, man.